Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Jarrell Henderson and welcome to the channel. So today you're going to learn 3 reasons why you should get an event space. All right, so 3 reasons why you should get an event space. Is going to be a really quick video. I really don't want to take a lot of your time, and yeah, so pretty much before we get into it, this video is for you if you are looking to get into real estate or you're looking to get an event space. And so maybe you've been thinking about getting into real estate. You've been thinking about you know, it's so many things going on right now. It seemed like the pandemic birthed so many just like things have been around, but just so many more entrepreneurs. So you like right now you're at home, you're trying to get into something. You got a little bit of money saved up, maybe you got a lot of money saved up, and you just don't know what exactly you want to get into. You know you want to get into real estate, but you don't know if you want to, you know, buy a property. You don't know if you want to do Airbnb. Or you don't know if you want to do an event space. So I'm going to give you the 3 reasons why you should get an event space, whether you already have, you know, Airbnb, whether you already have an investment property, or if you don't have any sort of real estate in your portfolio at all. So and speaking of like investment property, I also have an investment property as well. So I'm speaking on having both, and just, yeah, I'm gonna, so let's dive right into the 3 reasons why, all right? So reason number 1 as to why you should get an event space, period. So reason number 1, people are always hosting events. So year round, all throughout the year, people are hosting events, from birthday parties to weddings to kids' birthday parties to retirement parties to celebration of life events. Just you name it, corporate events. You have MLM. You have all sorts of events that people are hosting year round. And because of the pandemic, you have it now where you have a lot of the larger venues. They're not allowing as many people. So okay, fine. Now you have this smaller event space, and you can host these intimate events. And that's year round that people are holding these. Like birthdays come every year, Christmas comes every year, all Halloween comes every year, all sorts of events that you can host, and you just got to get creative. So that's reason number 1. You can host events year round. Reason number 2 as to why you should get an event space. You can get started with little to no money, all right? And so right now, if, you know, they say like the average person does or does not, you know, have like $1,000 in their account. So you can get an event space with $1,000, and it depends. Now it's gonna depend on how big it is, what city you're in. It's gonna depend on a lot of factors, but it is possible. If you are in a city where you can get a space that's about 750 square feet, and the landlord allows you to do a lease on it for, you know, $1,000 a month, or you can get it for $1 a square foot, or maybe $1.25 a square foot. So maybe you're looking at about $850 a month, you know, for this space, and then you can negotiate it as to where you can have, you know, you're only putting down that security deposit, and then, you know, maybe you negotiate a couple months free of rent. So maybe that security deposit just gets you the keys. Now you have an event space for $1,000 or less. You know, so yeah, so that's reason number 2. So, and then I told you the video is going to be really quick, because I understand how valuable your time is, and my time is valuable as well. I want to get back to my event space and finish the setup, and I'll show you guys the setup for the event that's going to be happening, for the dinner that's going to be happening. I'll show you the setup. But so reason number 3, and this is by far, like, I don't know, the best reason, I don't know. But reason number 3 is when you compare it to traditional real estate, and when I say that, I'm speaking from having had an investment property for, this will be 3 years now, or 2 years now, 2 or 3 years now. It's better, all right? And the reason why it's better, when you look at a traditional real estate property, how it works, how the system works is, you get a tenant. That tenant is, they're leasing your unit for a year minimum, or month to month, however you have it set up, however your lease is set up. So let's just say, let's go with the traditional model, they're renting it for a year. Okay, so they're renting for a year. So they get in, they pay first month, last month, and security or whatever, first month or security, however you have it, set up. So then they pay that to get into your unit, and then you have to wait now an additional month for them to live there. They pay you after they've stayed there, right? So in that period, that month long they're stayed there, maybe there's things that you have to fix, maintenance that you have to do. So you're steady coming out of your pocket before you're actually getting that return on your investment, right? Okay, and then you also, you say, for instance, say maybe you didn't buy your building cash out, so maybe like most people do, you're doing a mortgage. So you're on this mortgage, and let's say you only have one tenant, so they're paying the mortgage, but that's pretty much it. And so pretty much, and let's say even you live in the building, so now you're living for free. But what if they miss a month, or whatever the case may be, right? And so now they're a month behind, and you got this tenant and they're a month behind, right? So the reason why getting the event space is better, because I described the situation that I had to encounter as a landlord. So reason why getting the event space is a lot better is because person A, they book your space, they have to pay their temporary tenant, because just look at it like tenant to tenant. Having a residential property, long-term tenant, or short-term to long-term tenant. Having an event space, a temporary tenant. They're only gonna occupy your space for all of 4, maybe 6 hours, or maybe even an hour, depending on what the event is. But if you're having a true event space, a venue, so they're gonna have a birthday party or a bridal shower or a whatever the case may be, a book launch, a book signing, maybe a comedy show, whatever it is, they're booking your venue for maybe 4 to 6 hours. In that 4 to 6 hour time frame, they pay you up front for your venue. So a security deposit has been paid for your venue, and you're also going to get that before depending on how you set it up, you're also going to get a booking. You're also going to get the remainder of the money up front so let's just say to book your venue, say you have a 1,500 square foot venue. Well, let's go with the original example, you got a 1,000 square foot venue. So if you have a 1,000 square foot venue, I say with COVID and everything, you don't really want to put more than, let's say, 20 to 25 people in that venue. So let's say you're renting that venue out for $500 per event. Okay, if you're renting this venue out for $500 per event, and this is 1,000 square feet, and let's say your rent is per month is $1,000. If you rent that venue out 4 times, 4 weekends, just 4 times, you have $2,000. If you rent it out 2 times in 1 weekend, you've covered your rent. This is why reason number 3 is the best reason, because you're going to get most people and whenever you make an investment, real estate, whatever the investment is, the goal is you're looking to get the return on your investment as quick as possible. You want to get your return on your investment as quick as possible. I mean, yes, I understand when it comes to long-term investing, I understand the reasons why you want to have some long-term investments. But if you were looking to get into real estate and you want to get the return on your investment in more of an immediate way, a great way of doing that is by getting you an event space. And because of the 3 reasons that I just gave you, reason number 1, quick recap. Reason number 1 being that events are held year-round. Reason number 2 is that you can get started with little to no money. And then reason number 3, you're going to get your money up front compared to traditional real estate. You're only dealing with a temporary tenant versus a more of a long-term tenant, and which can present some issues. It may or may not present issues. There are going to be issues regardless, but if you're looking to get the return, you get your returns up front. So reason number 3, to make it clear, you're going to get the return on your investment. The ROI is a lot quicker, So again, if you put $1,000 down to get your event space, so it's $1,000 down for the security deposit, and then you put another $1,000 down for 2 months rent. Let's say you do 2 events a weekend. In 2 weeks, you recouped your money, and then you do an additional 4 events. for the remainder of the month, now you've made $2,000 from your event space, and you've cleared your monthly expenses and everything else, and you've gotten a return back on your money. So those are the 3 reasons as to why you want to get an event space. And then as a bonus for you guys, if you want to know how, so as a bonus for you, I got a quick guide that you can download. I'm going to drop the link. The link is actually going to be, you should see it right now, 6 easy steps that you can follow right now today on how you can get your first event space. So it's going to be a quick guide. So the 6 simple steps as to how you can get your first event space or venue or dance studio, whatever it is that you want to use this commercial space for. I'm going to give you 6, and this is a free guide for you to download right now. The 6 steps as to how you can get your first event space. So thanks for tuning in, guys, and be on the lookout. I'm going to have more content just like this, very beneficial for you in regarding event spaces, entrepreneurship, habits, all sorts of things. So yeah, I look forward to giving you all more content just like this. Stay tuned. Don't forget to like, share, comment. See you soon. Thanks for tuning in.